At the peak of Rome's power, 1 in every 3 people was a slave. 1 in 3. Not citizens. Not soldiers, property. Today you wake up as one of them, shackled, barefoot, and owned. The question isn't if you suffer, only how long before Rome breaks you. In the next 10 minutes, you'll live a full day as a Roman slave. But this isn't just a documentary, it's a survival simulation. At key moments, you'll make choices, obey or resist, fight or submit, endure or collapse. Every decision comes with consequences, grounded in real Roman history. Think carefully. Every choice could keep you alive, or shorten your life dramatically. So let's begin. Your story doesn't begin with freedom. It begins with its loss. Maybe you were a soldier, standing proud in your army's ranks until Rome's legions crushed you. Defeat didn't just end the battle. It ended your life as your own. Or perhaps you were a farmer, living quietly in the countryside until raiders burned your village, selling survivors like cattle. Some never even knew freedom. Born in chains, their first lullaby was the clink of iron. However you arrived here, all roads lead to the same place, the slave market. The shouting of the market fades behind you as the rope digs into your neck. You stumble forward, dragged past crowded stalls and gawking faces. Every step carries you farther from freedom and deeper into someone else's world. After a long walk, the streets grow quieter. The noise of the market is gone, replaced by the soft crunch of sandals on gravel. Ahead, rising like a monument to your captivity, stands a grand villa. Its marble columns gleam in the sun, its floors polished smooth enough to reflect your bare, dirty feet. The villa is enormous, but it isn't yours to enjoy. You rise before dawn, sweeping corridors, fetching water, grinding grain until your arms burn. The kitchen fire scorches your face, the master's children scream, and every command carries the same unspoken threat. Do it perfectly, or suffer. At night, you collapse on a straw mat near the storeroom, belly half full with scraps. Survival here means invisibility. Be useful but never noticed. One evening, the mistress catches a slave spilling wine. The punishment is immediate, a beating with rods in front of everyone. The reminder is clear. Every moment here is a test. Here, survival is measured in sweat. From sunrise until your muscles beg for mercy, you haul water, swing sickles, bind sheaves of wheat until your hands split and bleed. Overseers ride on horseback, whips dangling, eyes sharp for weakness. The sun bakes you until the ground blurs. A stumble, a pause to wipe sweat, enough to draw the lash. At night, you collapse in a hut with dozens of others choking on dust, your stomach filled with thin porridge barely enough to stand again. The fields don't care if you live or die. Neither does the master. Your only weapon here is endurance. The smell of sweat, leather, and iron greets you. Chains are removed, but freedom isn't given. A wooden sword is thrust into your hands. Training is brutal. Strikes slam into your rib. Bruises bloom across your skin. Fall once, and you're beaten until you rise again. Food here is heavier. Beans, barley, bread, because your body is an investment. At night, you lie in a cell, listening to men groan in the dark. Some whisper of glory, of freedom won in the arena. Most know better. Few live long enough to see it. Whichever path you chose, villa, fields, or ludus, one truth cuts through them all. Your body is not your own. Every breath, every heartbeat belongs to Rome, and Rome has a simple rule: mistakes are punished. In the villa, you carry a tray of wine through the atrium. Your hand trembles. A goblet falls, spilling crimson across marble. The master's robe is stained. He doesn't scream. He doesn't need to. Guards drag you outside, tie you to a post. The whip tears into your back. Other slaves watch, eyes fixed on the ground. Tomorrow, wounds stinging under your tunic, you'll still rise to serve. In the fields, the sun blinds you. You collapse face first in the dirt. An overseer snarls, lashes you 10 times, then shoves the sickle back into your hands. Work or die here. By nightfall, your body shakes with fever. Tomorrow, you're still expected to rise or be made an example. In the ludus, training breaks you down. A veteran slams you with a wooden sword. You fall. The trainer spits. You fight like cattle. Rods crash into your ribs as laughter echoes from nearby cells. Weakness isn't just punished, it's mocked. And sometimes punishment isn't even about you. In Rome, if one slave killed a master, every slave in that household was executed, hundreds crucified together. One evening, rumors ripple through your quarters. A slave has vanished. The master paces, guards search. You didn't help him, but it doesn't matter. His absence could doom you all. Rome's weapon wasn't just the lash. It was fear. Fear that made obedience automatic. Fear that made every heartbeat yours. And theirs too. Even in chains, people search for cracks in the wall. Rome could own your body, but your spirit still flickers. In the villa, resistance might be a small accident. Spilling wine by mistake or letting a floor sweep slip. It's subtle, almost invisible, but every tiny act whispers, I am still a person. In the fields, resistance comes in the rhythm of your labor. A dull sickle, dragging your feet, slowing just enough to protest silently. Each stolen breath is defiance. Endure or perish, but your spirit fights. In the ludus, it's different. You strike back in practice bouts, refuse to obey minor orders, or lash out verbally at trainers. The risk is immense, whips, rods, humiliation, but the tiniest rebellion tastes like freedom. At night, bonds form. Whispers of home, songs, jokes, secrets, shared bread in dark corners. Alone you break. Together you endure, and always the temptation hangs in the air. Escape. The unguarded gate. The open horizon. The wall you could climb. The cost. Branding, mutilation, crucifixion, slow, public, unforgettable. Still some try. Spartacus did. Thousands followed him. Most died nameless, others choose patience, obey, endure, earn trust. Skilled ones can sometimes buy freedom. Rare, slow, but it happens, so what about you? Do you resist quietly, risking lashes? Do you gamble everything on escape? Or do you bury your pride in obedience, praying for freedom years away? Step back. You've stood on the auction block. You've felt the whip. You've faced impossible choices. In the villa, survival means silence and precision. You must read every flicker of your master's mood. Anticipate every order before it's spoken. Be invisible, be useful. One misstep, one glance, one spilled goblet, and punishment follows. But if you endure, maybe, just maybe, you gain old age and freedom in your master's will. In the fields, survival is endurance. Every swing of the sickle, every bucket of water, every step across the sun-baked soil tests your body. You swallow pain, pace your labor, keep moving even when muscles scream. Years might pass, decades unlikely, but persistence can save your life. In the ludus, survival is spectacle. Each fight is a gamble. Every strike could be your last. Some die immediately. A rare few carve a path to glory, winning freedom through strength, cunning, and luck. But most they perish in the sand. The hardest truth, modern instincts, complaining, demanding rights, hesitation, would kill you in Rome. Survival doesn't reward bravery in words, only in obedience and endurance. So, could you adapt? Could you suppress instinct, bury pride, and endure the unimaginable? Or would you break, letting Rome claim body and spirit alike? Survival isn't just about your choices. It's about everyone else's. In the villa, disaster strikes. Your master lies dead, poisoned in his sleep. Law is ruthless. Every slave in the household is guilty by association. Guards storm in. Screams echo. Chains rattle. Dozens dragged to crucifixion. Bodies swinging under the sun. You watch powerless, knowing that someone else's action could end your life. In the fields, one runaway is caught. The overseer doesn't punish just him. He brands the unlucky with hot iron while every other slave is forced to watch. The smell of burned flesh lingers. Fear penetrates bone and mind. Terror becomes your constant companion. In the ludus, whispers of escape spread. The trainer selects men at random. Unarmed, they are thrown to the beasts in the arena. The sand turns crimson. Comrades watch helpless. Survival isn't just skill. It's luck, timing, and ruthlessness. Rome's greatest weapon wasn't the lash or sword. It was terror. The knowledge that your life could end because of someone else's choice. Every misstep, every moment of hesitation, every association could doom you. Would you stay silent forever to avoid dragging others down? Or would you risk it all even if it burned everyone chained beside you? In Rome, every decision carries consequences beyond your own survival. You've stood on the auction block, felt the whip tear across your back, whispered in the dark, hoping for scraps of hope. You've survived, maybe. But survival in Rome never meant freedom. It meant endurance. Another sunrise. Another day of silence, of chains, of breathing in someone else's shadow. For most, that was life. For many, it was death. So here's the haunting question. If tomorrow you woke up as a Roman slave, would you bury your pride, silence your instincts, obey every command just to keep breathing? Or would you break, choosing defiance even if it ended nailed to a cross on the roadside? Rome has fallen. But the test it left us, obedience versus defiance, endurance versus rebellion, that test still remains. Now it's your turn. Which path did you take? Villa, fields, or ludus? Comment below with the single hardest choice you made and why. And if you want more survival simulations like this, hit like, subscribe, and share this video.